for a news item, just a quick news item, Nervosa has canceled their gig in Orlando due to an incoming tropical storm. Anyways, it's kind of weird though, and I don't really know why. Well, I guess they're doing it for money, but they've kind of asked, and I liked their last album. It was pretty good. I like Nervosa, but they kind of went to social media looking for fans to donate, and I'm all for that, but I don't know. I find it kind of weird. They've got, I think they go to Lafayette next, I think, on their tour. So their tour isn't ending or just starting. They're missing a date. And I get it's probably going to cost them some money and travel and stuff, but kind of weird. And they're doing, they're doing a contest if you buy their CD or anything off their site. Or you donate $10. For every $10 donate, you can get a prize package. But I don't know. I just find it kind of odd. I mean, I guess traveling margins must be that thin to have to resort to that. I don't know. It's just kind of weird, I guess.
Because the same announcement, Jim, came out by that's of the tour with Lich King.
Yeah,
and they put the same announcement out, but they didn't do any of that.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
I just find it I bought the CD, not right now. I bought it when it came out. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm good. But anyways, it's just kind of, I don't know. It's just okay, how far are we going to take this? But anyways.
I'll be covering that
pay
show.
For dinner and gas to the next time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll be covering that show next when they're in Toronto.
Wicked.
October 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in a small club, right, Ken? So maybe that's why. This tour is probably all small, tiny clubs, and they're coming from Brazil, right?
True. That's true.
Yeah, Lich King, they're American, right? So
they're not well known either, though, Billy.
No, yeah, exactly, yeah.
No one really knows them, so.
Although I've seen them rip up Philadelphia with some decent crowds. But yeah, I guess Nervosa having to pay for the visas and all that probably adds up, right?
Well, it's probably, I mean, they're doing it, I would assume, if they've got a good business personnel, they're probably doing it by margin, and they're missing, they have to they're not going to get paid for their performance. So I guess they're probably somewhat razor thin. It just kind of struck me weird. I don't know. It's just,
me too.
I was reading it and I was like, okay, so I mean, I'm willing to get them to come here to Halifax. They want to sell a $30 ticket. I will pay $200 to see them. So if they want to come here, I'm willing, if their tickets are $30, $50, I'm willing to add on $150 to see these bands come here. So I'm all good for paying extra to get them to come here, but I don't know about sending them somewhere else. But anyways, I just saw it. It was kind of okay. But anyways, what I'm spinning, got a lot of new stuff this week, but this is new to me. I picked up the latest Hell Ripper CD.
Woo,
and I mean, right. Warlocks, Grim, and Withered Hags. Man, I got to be honest. I think, Billy, was this on your top list of 2022?
Yeah,
I thought so. So I had remembered it from when you did it, and then I just kind of came up on my feed and I decided to purchase it. What an amazing album. So, and I mean, just so cool. Wicked album. I absolutely love it. I also picked up this band, Oceans of Slumber. Kind of an interesting band. They're kind of a bit of an acquired taste. They're more they've got a really cool lead singer. Her name is Cami. She's got really good pipes. There's a really cool song on it called Wish, which is a little bit slower. There's it's almost 90% clean vocals with maybe 10% harsh vocals. And it's got everything I like, a little bit of touch of death, a little bit of doom. There's not really much thrashiness on it, which kind of, but I like doom metal a lot. This kind of borders and death metal a lot, so it kind of fills in there. But really good album. I like that. Kind of a little different than what I normally listen to. And then I picked this one up. Mog's Motel.
Yeah. I saw your post for that.
Yeah, which is actually, it's kind of, it's from Phil Mogg from UFO. It's a solo album. So I listened to it before I bought it, and I totally is a wicked album. It's more kind of, I don't know, more of a traditional to hard rock, heavy rock album. metal maybe, but it's really, really good. And it's got a little bit of a UFO groove to some of it, so I like UFOs, so this was kind of cool, and kind of a surprise album for me to kind of get into. But no, I really, really like it. It's really cool, and that's all I have.
It's funny when you posted that. The first thing that came to mind was Jeff Beck.
Yeah,
his guitar shop from 1989. I was like, this looks like. I thought it was for a second there, and I realized, oh, it's not Jeff Beck.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, cool. But that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's like, more of a traditional hard rock, I would give it. Metal, yes. I mean, I'm not going to split hairs here, but it's just a really good album. I think it's got like 13 tracks on it, one being a bonus track, and it's not bad. It's definitely probably going to make my top 30. I want to do a top 30 list of albums just so I can fit all my ones in there, but this will definitely probably make that, I would say.
You're going to need a top 50.
I know. It's like, yeah, it's crazy. It's like, and I've got some really obscure stuff that I'm loving. Like, I've got the new, I just got so much stuff on order too. I hope it comes in on time. I mean, I'm still waiting for my Flotsam new Flotsam to come in.
Yeah. So, hopefully it comes in soon.
Yeah. Well, that's what I got, guys.
Okay, cool. How about you, Billy?
So a couple of things. And Jim, kind of cool with the you brought up Hell Ripper. So I'm hopeful that we're going to get I got to see them in Europe a couple times, but they were just announced at Hell's Heroes in Texas. Wow. So that they'll be coming to North America in what's that? So that'll be March. So I can't see them coming all the way here and doing one show.
Right.
So, hopefully we'll get to see them. I don't know if obviously they probably won't get back Jim.
No.
But they may get out to Toronto or Montreal. But we'll see. They haven't announced that. All that's announced is the festival so far. But cool. Okay. Cool. So yeah, just on news things, a couple quick things. A band that I really like here from Toronto, Canada, Raider. So thrash death metal. They posted that they're deep into the new album.
Nice.
Nice.
So a follow up to the excellent Trial by Chaos. So they're saying early 2005 we should get a new Raider record.
Cool.
So that'll be cool. And then me being the vinyl guy, a decent announcement from Nuclear Blast. I mean, it depends on your love of Exodus and what singing fast. But they're announcing some reissues for Rob Duke's era Exodus. So they're doing Exhibit B, The Human Condition.
Nice.
These will all be November 22nd. So in about a month. The Atrocity exhibition, I guess that's Exhibit A, and Shovel-Headed Kill Machine.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Like they're nice, like splatter vinyl and like some good packaging.
Okay.
That's out on Nuclear Blast, so keep an eye out for that. And one sort of, I don't know if it's so much a news item, but one thing that I'm still amazed about is that Wacken Open Air is still not sold out.
Wow.
So like, I mean, for at least I'd say for the last 10 years that I can remember, it's always sold out within 5 hours to 24 hours. And so here we are months and months, right? Tickets went on sale early August, and it's still not sold out. So one is kind of weird, like, but two, I guess the good thing is if anybody is planning a trip, it's not like every other single year where it's sold out. So
yeah.
Last update they gave is they sold like 68,000 of the 85,000 tickets, and that was August. So I don't know. Here we are starting to leave September, and still nothing. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Like maybe it's the lineup, like but there's still a lot of good bands that have been announced. Some I don't like, but that's always the way a festival is. So I don't know, but. If it was ever on your bucket list, that's still very doable. In terms of what's spinning, two albums I've been playing this week. We've probably mentioned these guys in some form over time. But
Yes.
Carter Warp Zone, this is their second album.
Nice.
I was able to get their first and second on vinyl recently, so that's cool. This is from 2000, but of course that's with Chewy from that's Chewy's band from Voivod with him and his brother. So it's thrash, but it's also death for sure. So this didn't make my top 10 list for the end of the night just because it was a little deathy, but it's also incredibly technical. And then the second thing I've been playing quite a bit, I haven't broke this out in a while. Horolage, the self-titled EP. So this is really cool, right? They're from France. People know of Gojira being from France, but these guys are the OG. And probably most famous because this was Chuck Schuldner's favorite band. Like he said, this EP influenced what he did with Death. And
wow.
I mean, it's certainly not death metal, I wouldn't say, but some of the technical nature within the music, I think, is what he was referring to. But this was the first couple albums was his some of his favorite musicians, and he was always very vocal about his love for Sortilage. So, and all that stuff has been reissued by High Roller Records in Germany. So amazing packaging. Anyone who wants to get the old albums, they're all readily available.
Cool.
That's what I had.
It's funny, Billy. I thought you were going to bring up Corrosive because you're listening to that on the weekend.
Well, it didn't come yet. Yeah. So yeah, I'll bring that. Hopefully, I'll have them next week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So I have a couple of things that are going on. First of all, in the news, I just saw that Dave Lombardo posted his new song called "In Shadows" for his side project, which is Venomoris, with that Canadian singer Paula Lombardo. I don't know if they're related or not, but I heard the song today. I actually gave it a spin. It was all right. It's like kind of, I don't know, more like gothic, kind of maybe gothic metal kind of style of hymn. Maybe, I don't know. It sounded all right. So that was released today, and I'm assuming there's another album coming out with that project that he's got going. And then he also did a recent interview where he was asked about Slayer, since Slayer did the Riot Fest last week, and then all those videos have been posted on YouTube now, so you can check out that show. But he was asked if he would come back to Slayer, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd come back to Slayer," but he goes, "I know that's not going to happen." So I thought that was kind of interesting. So he still, I don't know, maybe he still feels like there's a fire in the belly to come back to Slayer, but I thought his response was interesting to say the least. And then the next big news item I also heard today, and the song was actually released today on YouTube, is March of the Unheard is the name of the album from Halo Effect. That is basically effectively what's left of the original In Flames bands without with Jasper's there, but with Michael Staine from Dark Tranquility as the lead vocalist. So they did release a video called Detonate. That's pretty cool. You can watch that. I think that was posted today on YouTube. The album is actually coming out on January 25th of 2025.
And sorry, who's that, Ken? I missed the band.
Halo Effect.
Halo Effect.
Halo, yeah. I heard that too. I love that first album.
Yeah. So did I. So did I. It's like Dark Tranquility. I mean, you get a great vocalist, and you pretty much get like all of well, pretty much not quite, but almost all the original members of In Flames before they made all those changes, which is kind of cool. The song's actually give the song a spin. It's got a lot of interesting, like, Colony era riffs. I got that kind of vibe from it. I thought it was pretty good. So hopefully the album is good. Well, at least I'm hoping. So, and kind of spinning just old stuff because we're doing tonight with our podcast. I was listening to the first couple albums to Skin Lab.
Oh, nice.
This is Steve Esquivel's second band, or the band he started after the dissolution of Defiance. I love the first two albums. I bring the first two albums up because they're the most thrashiest. It's more like groove thrash in the vein of Machine Head. The other later albums tend to go more into a new metal sound, but the first two albums I really, really dig. But yeah, so that's kind of what I was spinning just recently, just in prep for tonight.